Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Fantasy 15. So, the reason that I decided to record this game is because Final Fantasy 15 is by far my most favorite RPG that I've ever played, and I've tackled things like Skyrim, The Witcher 3, and other stuff like that, and this game just, to me, stands out above them all. And anytime that I hop into a new game, I use this as my benchmark. And it could also be just because I'm extraordinarily biased, and when I first built my PC, this game had just come out. And I hustled to buy it, because I started playing it on the PlayStation 4 originally, and I loved it immediately. I loved the vibe, I loved the setup as it just simply being you on a road trip with a bunch of your buddies. And then it took me, probably, this game came out in 2016, so it took me, actually no, that's a lie, it came out in 2016 on the consoles, and I think it came out in 2018. Yeah, 2018, I believe, on PC, so it took me 4 years to beat this game, and like over 100 and something hours dumped into it, and that was just in like the first portion of the map that I was stuck in, and by no means am I going to take that long in this playthrough, but that is just how much this game had immersed me for so long, and I want to be able to share and experience this as well. So hopefully you get the same level of enjoyment out of it by watching it as I do by playing it. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. So I've already beat the game once. I don't want a new game plus though. Like that kind of takes away a lot of the fun. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't want a new game plus. I just want to play completely normal. So let's go normal. Yes, because it's been a hot minute since I last played this game. So let's run through all the tutorials. Just as a heads up, you don't need to have played any of the previous Final Fantasy games to know what's going on in this. I believe every game. I love that this little thing is just based off of an adorable little fennec fox. Hey there, Noct. Good. It's so good to see you again. You remember my name, right? You gave it to me after all. That's kind of confusing. It's a cactus. Oh, Carbuncle. That's this thing's name? Carbuncle. Here's some old training room in the world of your dreams. I'm going to teach you the ins and outs of this world to help you along on your journey. I should be playing with a keyboard. No, not a keyboard. I should be playing with a mouse. Welcome to the old training room. Ooh, combat tutorials first, and then we'll go into the lore if they'll give us the opportunity to afterwards. I should be playing with a controller, but instead I decided to play with a mouse and keyboard just because that's what I'm most familiar with. Gladio says that he'll help you train. What a pal. Alright, let's get started. Carbuncle. I never realized that was this little fennec fox's name. Defend yourself. Shift to lock on. Defending. Okay. First, let's practice defending. Hold to automatically evade attacks. The key is to defend slightly ahead of time. Alright, Gladio, come on. Yeah! Let's practice a little bit more. Cool. Woo! Yeah! That's the way. I like it. Come on, Mr. Gladio. Alright, now it's your turn to strike. Hell yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, Gladio. Blitz. Hold to automatically chain attacks. Move the WASD keys while attacking to change the way that combos unfold. Strike a foe from behind to deliver a blindside of 50% more damage. Sweet. It took me a long time to actually figure out. I don't know how I could have forgotten that one little tidbit of information, but it somehow, yeah. But it somehow took me like 2 years to figure out that you can just hold left click. that you can just hold left click to chain attacks together. Circle behind and whack. That's how you do it. Isn't it like considered cowardly to attack your enemy from behind? I don't know actually. Parrying. Block and then immediately press left click to parry. Jesus Christ, I can English. Certain enemy attacks can be parried. A shield will appear signaling for you to defend. After defending with that, press that. Just like that. Some maracas. So I need to parry 3 times. Yeah. That's the way. Come on, Mr. Gladio. Alright, what else you got? Oh yeah. The animations in this game are also absolutely amazing. And you don't get stuck in them. That's the beauty of this. Noctis will take heavy damage if you fail to perform the initial block. That kind of makes sense. Stay on guard and be ready to defend at all times. An intensive drill is available to help you hone your parrying skill. Ow! I don't really need that though. Okay, time to put all this into practice. Attack, defend, and parry your way to victory. Cool. Oh, poor Gladio. Gladio is also one of our friends. Oh, Carbuncle just ran under him. Say, while you're here, you want to practice warping too? Sure, why not? Get next tutorial. Oh, I hope the tutorial doesn't take too long. I just realized that this might actually take a long time to get through the tutorial. Alright, it's warping time. Do you mean it's warping time? So F to blade warp. Noctis has the ability to instantly warp to where he throws his weapon. Like that. Shift to lock on, F to warp strike, Shift Z. Whoa, I didn't know that you could push Shift Z to do that. When locked onto an enemy, a blade warp causes a warp strike. A warp target can stay locked by holding Shift. The camera stays centered on the target, helping you to keep it in your sights. Ah, I didn't know that you could push Z to track them. I've never used the Z button in this game. Okay. Yeah! Nice work. Let's move on. And I don't know if it comes as a future upgrade or if it's something that is inherent to the game from the start, but the further away you are from your enemies and you warp strike them, the more damage it deals as well. Look around and F to point warp to the marker. Cool. So it's gonna want me to go up here. It also heals your mana when you come up here, so it's a great way to replenish your magic, basically. F to point warp and F to strike Shift to lock on while suspended from the target. Okay. They word it really weirdly. It's basically just lock on your target with Shift and then push F. Managing MP, or your mana, I suppose. Warping and phasing consume MP, which is shown as the blue gauge above Noctis' head after point warping, as well as on the bottom right. So that's your magic. MP is your magic. If Noctis uses MP into deficit, he enters stasis, which severely limits his abilities. Keep an eye on MP and use items to keep it replenished. Cover stand, take cover. I like very seldom use the cover mechanic. Very seldom do I ever use the cover mechanic. Performing a warp instantly restores all MP. Take note of markers in case you need respite. Cool. Try taking down Gladio. I don't actually know how to properly pronounce his name. I think it's Gladiolus, but they never call him Gladiolus anywhere in the game. He's always just Gladio. Try taking down Gladius with Warp Strikes alone. Okay. Oh, ouch. I did not mean for that to happen. Okay, warp up here. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. Oh, I beat him. Nice view, huh? Yes, it is. Except I feel bad for Gladio. I'm just beating the shit out of him. I think you've got warping down, Pat. Where are we? While we're at it, why do you say review Resistances 2? Oh no, there's gonna be so much more tutorials. But I also kind of wanted to review this for myself, so let's get it over with. Hopefully it only takes like 20 minutes to run through. Attack Gladios. Alright. Oh, okay, so this is like the different type of, with the different weapon types. He's resistant to my tiny ass little sword. Ah, he doesn't seem to be feeling it. So what do? When striking an enemy, the damage value may appear in different colors. Orange indicates increased damage, while purple indicates reduced damage. Enemies can be resistant or weak to different attacks, weapons, pardon me. Swords do not seem to work very well on Gladio, so you want to try another weapon. Okay. Well, let's try it. Oh yeah, Gladio, you're about to get it now. Ah, couldn't dodge that. I'm gonna really be excited once I get the upgrade where once you dodge away, you can restore your health very... let's try the daggers. Yeah, these... Oh, what? Oh, okay, now I got the javelin. Noctis has obtained the javelin, a type of pole arm. Try equipping it now. Tab, okay. Oh, that's a lie. Oh, that's a lie. I have used the Z key, just not in combat. Equip Noctis and his friends with weapons, accessories, outfits, and techniques. Noctis can equip up to 4 weapons, while his friends can only equip 2. An icon legend can be viewed from the main menu with 2. Pole arms, javelin, 18 damage, sweet. So now I need to switch to the javelin. Yeah, now this is doing a lot of damage to him. That's the way. Okay, what else we got? I just gotta beat him again with the polearm. Oh, it's spells. To use magic, you have to equip it like a weapon. Here's a spell to get you started. It took me like 3 years before I finally started using magic. I never realized its sheer importance, but it's very powerful if you can figure out how to use it. Because you know you can also end up combining it with items later on in the game to increase the damage that your magic deals. Tab to okay. I'll replace my broadsword. Fire. Spell casting, swap weapons, cast a spell. Okay. I love how this fox is using emojis to communicate. Pretty cool in a Don't Burn Me Alive. I completely missed that. Oops. And really, magic is extremely powerful and destroys indiscriminately. Take care that your allies are not caught in the devastation. Yeah, that's kind of the downside of it, but yeah. Enemies can be resistant or weak to different elements. Gladio is currently weak against fire. When weakness is struck, damage values appear in orange. Yeah, we kind of get that already. Noctis cannot warp strike while wielding a spell or machinery. You must first switch to another weapon. Yeah. Yeah, that gets confusing really quickly, but... Checking resistances. The game features 2 combat modes, active and wait. I'm lame. I like the wait mode because, as this is about to say, emphasizes strategic elements in combat. Engage wait mode to lock onto the enemy and analyze it because it will tell you what the weaknesses of that enemy actually is and are. But the bigger the enemy is, here's some elemental energy. Ah, crap. Oh, it wants me to craft ice now. The same old tricks won't work on Gladio this time. Find out what he's weak to and then let him have it. Okay. So, I'll analyze him here. And he also has the wait timer at the bottom. So he's weak to daggers and he's weak to ice. So I'm gonna equip my ice magic then. Oh. Oh, okay, so I have to actually craft the... But they didn't tell me how to craft magic, though, so am I supposed to just know how to do that? Okay, well, I'm lucky, because I've done this before. Alright, Gladio, you're gonna get it now! Woo! Oh, he's weak to daggers. Oops, not the javelin. Alright. Come on! Whoa! Because, like, I don't know. I'll give it a little bit before I speak on the combat. I'll give it until we actually get into the game before I give my opinion on it. Last but not least, how about practicing some teamwork? Okay. Okay, so hopefully this is the last tutorial because the lore guide actually gives you a pretty big exposition dump of what's important in the game's story. So let's get this wrapped up here, hopefully in the next 5 minutes.
You rang?
Hey, it's Prompto. Link strikes. What do you got for me? Noctis' friends engage in combat automatically. If they are nearby when Noctis performs a parry or blindside using a sword, great sword, or pole arm, they may join in for a link strike. Oh, it doesn't work with daggers. Or did it? I missed that. What is he weak to now? Is he weak to the same items? Oh, I don't have magic with me anyway, so I have to use the broadsword. Ah! That's the one thing I don't like about the great swords, is that, like, they're very slow. Noctis' friends have unique techniques they can perform at his command. Performing a technique depletes the tech bar, which fills gradually in battle. Control and the Waz keys to technique. Try and Prompto perform Piercer, which is Control A. Yeah. I did not realize how involved the menu system is with this game. Follow up. A successful technique creates an opening for Noctis. Press left click when prompted to follow up with another attack. Spending AP, or I'm assuming attribute points, in the Ascension menu to learn new techniques to put their myriad effects into use in battle. Danger. Oh! There you go, Noct. Okay, now what? When Noctis runs out of HP, he enters a state of danger. This not only impairs his abilities, it also decreases his maximum HP over time and when he takes damage. When his maximum HP falls to 0, the game is over. Oh, wait. Oh, because he can get potions that will fully restore your health, but if he gets down into danger and it depletes his maximum health slowly, does that mean that every time you enter danger, you have less maximum health for the duration of the battle? Oh, 4 years into this game, and I did not know that. Holy shit. Noctis recovers from danger with time or when a friend comes to his rescue. Oh, I did not know that he actually recovered. Oh. I did not know that he eventually recovered. Oh crap, I wish I kind of knew that sooner. Friends also fall into a state of danger when they run out of HP. Unlike Noctis, however, they do not automatically recover and need to be rescued first. Hey, Prompto, let's go. Yeah! Recovering from danger does not restore maximum HP. Yeah. Restores like a quarter of it. Combat items. Characters can still use items while in danger. If an item targets only one person, select who. Use elixirs to restore Noctis and Prompto's maximum HP. Got 5 elixirs. Nice. Restore maximum. Yeah. Oh, and potions. Keep going until you're your old self again. Okay, elixir. Let's use it on Prompto first because they play out animations like that. Now let's use it on myself. There it goes. That's all of that used, and then I should have just used the elixir because the elixirs also restore mana and HP, I believe. Potions and elixirs lift a state of danger while restoring HP. Cool. Is that it? Oh, okay. Team up with Prompto to take down Gladio. Magic Blast, Fire. Oh, okay. But yeah, it never taught me how to craft magic, so maybe that's why it took me so long to figure out how to use magic, just because... Why would you give me fire magic if he's not weak to fire? He's resistant to it. There, Carbuncle. Oh crap, there we go. Oh no. Oh! Secware is ready, not just say the word. I shall. Shoot him. Shoot him. Yeah. Oh crap. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that was bad. Okay, get up. Get up, Noct. Whoop. Oh, I missed. Ah! Complete. Hell yeah. With your buddies at your side, you've got nothing to be afraid of. Lore guide. Because this is pretty important. This is pretty important. Take a closer look at the paintings on the walls to learn more about the fate of Eos. When you're done, just let me know. So this game has a little bit of an interesting history to it, because I believe they announced it back in like 2009 or something, right? Like right after Final Fantasy 14, and the release of Final Fantasy 14 was an absolute disaster. It was launched as an MMO, and it just did not go well at all. They relaunched it in 2012 or 2013, I believe, as Final Fantasy 14 Reborn. Is that what it is? Oh no, A Realm Reborn. That's what it was. A Realm Reborn. And Final Fantasy 14 also. Great MMO. Great MMO. I would absolutely recommend it for anyone that loves playing MMOs. It's got a lot more in-depth mechanics and skill tree sets than World of Warcraft does. The stories are a little bit wonky in it, just because I've never actually properly completed the story, and it's also been like a solid 6 years since I last played the game, so I mean to dive back into it. But great experience. I loved it more than World of Warcraft. And then this game finally came out in 2016 because of project delays, and I believe they had to change a bunch of stuff around after the release of Final Fantasy 14, and it became something like completely different from what their original plan for it was, I believe. And then now we got Final Fantasy 16 coming out, so this is also kind of a fun way to like get warmed up for that. Even though, again, the Final Fantasy games are their own independent stories, unless they explicitly state that it's a sequel and they're bringing in previous characters from games. I believe that Final Fantasy 16 is going to also just be its own standalone thing, just like this. The Six and the Oracle. The old tales tell of 6 gods who have stood watch over Eos since antiquity. It is said they now slumber and conserving their strength, waiting to awaken up the coming of a plague known as the Star Scourge. Oh, interesting. She, most pure of faith, is the Oracle, a daughter in the line of those said to commune with the Six. Blessed by the Astro God, she calls forth the power of Eos to heal those who are suffering and afflicted. Her devotion to help all those in need has inspired reverence for her among people from all over the world. And guess who the current Oracle is? Just turns out to be Noctis' fiancé, which we'll actually shortly learn here. I don't know if that's spoilers or not. The land of Eos. 1. Their story takes place in the lands of Eos. At present, the land is divided into 2 warring states. Controlling a majority of the world's lands is the militarily mighty Niflheim, an aggressively expanding imperial war machine. The kingdom of Lucis continues to resist the Empire's advance with magic. The crowned city of Insomnia stands proud as the kingdom's last bastion, as the Empire has already made inroads, I don't know why I can't read that, has made inroads on the outlying territories, including the primary regions of, oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher these, Lade, Dusky, and Klein. Dusky and Klein. I butcher those pronunciations. And there's a lot of cool artwork in this game as well. Like, the art direction for this game was absolutely phenomenal. Eos is demons and night. Eos is plagued by hordes of demons, vicious nocturnal creatures of various forms that strike fear into the hearts of even the most seasoned hunters. We actually spend a pretty good chunk of the first portion of the game avoiding demons. Demons are denizens of the night, and they are predatory among their own. And the more predatory among them are drawn to the roads after dark. People now dread the setting of the sun for fear of what monsters might be lurking in the shadows. In recent years, the demons have grown into a number while the nights have grown longer. The correlation between the two phenomena has yet unproven, but scientists persist in their search for a link. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind, please. Hey, it's our family. The magic of Lucy. Lucy. The crystal is the divine cornerstone of the kingdom of Lucis. I don't know what's up with the crystals in Final Fantasy games, because like all Final Fantasy games, I believe in some capacity have a crystal in them. So I don't know if it's just a commonality or if that's kind of meant to imply that they take place within maybe the same kind of universe, not necessarily the same world, but the same universe. I honestly don't know. It'd be kind of interesting to see. The stone has a will of its own and channels its sacred power through the ring of Lucy to the monarch who bears it, which in this case is our father, I believe. Monarchs in the line of Lucis have the innate ability to conjure magic weapons. A handful of close attendants also afford access to this self-same power, which is Noctis and his friends. The magical barrier known as the Wall has long kept the Empire at bay and thereby maintained the peace, not yet entirely without struggle. Sustaining the Wall imposes an immense physical burden upon the king, but to let it fall for even a moment would be to invite total annihilation. Oh. That I did not realize. I did not realize the king was constantly having to use his power to... Oh, it's just this again. Yeah, I've already read this. Okay. So I believe I have seen everything, so let's get out of here. Yeah. Let's start a new game. Access to the tutorial by pushing escape and tutorial. Cool. Drills are also available for honing skills such as parrying and spellcasting. When you're in trouble, I'll fly to your side. Carbuncle, take care now and safe travels. If you play the Final Fantasy 15 demo on the PlayStation, Carbuncle plays a little bit... Oh, in a time unknown, only a prophecy keeps hope alive in people's hearts. When darkness veils the world and the kingdom of light shall come. Now 4 brave warriors begin their journey, prepared to fight. Wait, what awaits the 4, however? Tale of the Chosen King, Savior to the Star. That's one bad thing I don't like about having an SSD, is that if they give you lore tips in loading screens, you're kind of SOL. But yeah, if you play the demo to Final Fantasy 15, Noctis, Lucis, Calum. On the PlayStation 4, I don't know if it was available on the Xbox or not, but it was available on the PlayStation, I know that for a fact. They, Carbuncle, you actually get introduced to young Noctis when he's a kid, and Carbuncle is also still there with him again. Who's this guy? I can't remember who that guy sitting on the throne was. I don't remember who the guy sitting on the throne was. Prompto Argentum. Ignis Scientia. Scientia. Yeah, Gladio. And then Gladio Amicitia. I should really be practicing my Latin and Greek. Or maybe not practicing Latin and Greek, but practicing the pronunciations. Because they seem to be quite important. Just everywhere, not in the game. Before the fall. Before the fall. That's a bright white screen. Also, great costume and environment design. Like, look at this. It's so cool.
The hour is come. Set forth with my blessing, Prince Noctis.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Take your leave, and go in the grace of the gods.
Right.
There's not very many pre-rendered cutscenes in the game, but the pre-rendered stuff is a little bit jarring from the in-game rendered stuff. Or in-engine rendered stuff.
Princes will be princes.
So much for royal protocol.
Not like you had to deliver a formal address.
Your Highness!
What now?
I fear I have left too much unsaid.
Have you?
You place a great burden on those who would bear with you.
You're one to talk.
I ask not that you guide my wayward son.
Carry
Merely that you
on
remain
my
at his side.
wayward son.
Indeed, Your Grace.
We'll see the prince to Alticia if it's the last thing we see.
Yeah, what he said.
Hate to break this up, but Kor's got the motor running.
Right.
Drados, he's in your hands.
Chair's so
And
creaky.
another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Your Majesty as well. Try to mind yours around our esteemed guests from Niflheim.
You have no cause for concern.
Nor do you.
Take heed. Once you set forth, you cannot turn back.
You think I would?
I need only know that you are ready to leave home behind.
Don't know about you, but I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Take care on the long road.
He looks so different from his father.
Wheresoever you should go,
Regis, I think his
the
name
line
is.
of Lucis goes with you. Walk tall,
My son.
son.
That is some really good facial animation for the pre-rendered scene there. Also, fun fact, there's a mobile version of this game available, and the characters, rather than being like full, highly detailed models like this, they're little chibis. It's adorable. It's still 3D. Chapter 1, Departure. Prince Noctis Lucis Calum sets forth from his homeland with his three-man Rientu in tow. His destination, Alticia, capital of Accordo, where he will formalize the Union of States through his marriage to Lady Lunafreya of the Imperial Province of Tenebrae. So yeah, Lady Lunafreya is the current Oracle and clearly his fiancée. But I believe that she's part of the Empire, though, like the evil Empire, as they were just talking about. So their marriage is supposed to bring peace to the land of Eos. Oh no, what's going on? There's no way that the game is loading. Control, delete. Oh, it is loading. I'm just stupid. It was just loading. I'm just stupid and impatient. Oh no, it's stuttering like crazy. No, that's a shame. Because this is a cool scene. This is a really cool scene. I hope it doesn't stutter like this the whole way through. Yeah, because we're going to be missing dialogue here. Oh, why did I click out of the game? I should not have clicked out of the game. I should have just been patient and waited. Oh, this sucks. This takes away so much from what we're supposed to be seeing and experiencing. Ah, it's my fault. I was impatient.
I think we can forget about hitching our way there. Thought people were friendly outside the city.
You can only go so far on the kindness of strangers.
You're just gonna have to push her all the way.
Perhaps you are.
I've already pushed myself
To the brink of
to
death.
the brink of death.
We'll get up.
Ow! Ow! Sheesh.
Yeah,
Come on, car isn't gonna move itself.
yeah. The stuttering really does not work. work well with the dialogue just because it becomes out of sync. I'm kind of hoping there's a moment coming up here where we'll be able to interact with it. I'm hoping it cleans up.
I thought the car was supposed to move us.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Can it? Ready? Steady?
Push!
Is there a special setting that you could turn on within this that would kind of simulate soft shadows? But I think it just used shaders. I don't think it used like software ray tracing in any capacity to do that. Maybe it actually did, because Crisis Remastered had software ray tracing that would not run on run through DXR or anything like that. But yeah, the environment design as well as the costume design is absolutely phenomenal. You go inside a few cathedrals. Here. Oh yeah,
Hey there,
Cindy.
y'all kept a girl waiting.
Those look like very uncomfortable
Now,
shorts.
which one's the prince?
Like very uncomfortable shorts.
Hello, your highness.
Also very
Congrats on your wedding.
uncomfortable looking
Not
top.
hitched just yet.
Lady Lunafreya's groom-to-be, here in Hammerhead.
Apologies for taking so long.
You best save your apologies for Pawpaw.
Well, that makes you.
Cindy, Sid's grease monkey granddaughter.
Roll her in while I'm still young.
Where she picked up that accent, I have no idea, because no one else here has that accent.
She's a custom classic, not some beat-up old clunker.
Same with him. I don't know where he got his accent, 'cause like nobody else in the game speaks like that.
Prince Noctis.
Yeah.
Everyone, for the most part, has like Northern American accents, not so much Southern American, not so much Southern American, like
You got a long way
Texan
to go,
accent.
son. And that slackjaw's getting you nowhere fast.
I'm pretty certain the Regalia is also like a knockoff Rolls-Royce inspired
gonna
design of
take a
some
while.
sort. It's a
Go
beautiful
get her
car.
in and run along.
The driving sucks in this game. I will say that the driving sucks in this game.
Y'all heard him. Let's get moving. Right this way.
Just because the driving feels like a lot like it's on rails, but that's not meant to really be part of the game at all. So I don't worry about it, but we'll see how this goes. Because I would really like to play this game. If it's gonna keep screwing up, I might not be able to continue with it, but we'll see. Okay. What you gotta say?
Y'all ain't never been out this way before, have you? Go on, have a look around. This'll make sure y'all don't get lost.
But yeah, I think it's a lack of GPU memory because I'm watching my task manager right
Might as
now.
well make good use of the extra time.
I'm watching my task manager right now, and it really seems like it might be a VRAM problem.
Oh, Ignis is gonna flip. Wait,
Okay.
what's a gill?
The same currency that every single Final Fantasy game uses. And I think that's another thing that makes people think that these games tend to take place in the same universe, when in reality, I don't think they do.
Russian Pawpaw won't do you no good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rush them anyway, because it actually takes a long time for everything to kind of wrap up.
I got a feeling our money's no good here, Noct.
Bet you Ignis came prepared, though. Let's ask him.
Enough for room and board.
Do I even have any money? Nope, I got 0 gil. 0 money. No money. We're flat broke, guys. What you got, Nick? I was about to call you Noctis, Ignis.
Noct. We've expended the last of our funds on the repairs. I suggest we confer with Cindy.
Broken down and flat broke.
I just went to talk to her.
Injury. Old man's in for both after charging us that much.
The Pauper Prince. Prince Noctis and his royal retinue set out to set sail in the land of Fakara, where the prince is set to wed his betrothed. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Having channeled all their funds into repairs for the Regalia, however, the 4 friends must now find a way to earn some gil, the currency of choice outside of Insomnia.
Yeah. Let's pay him a visit.
So what you got for us, Cindy? Because even though I just spoke to you and you accused me of rushing you, let's see what you have to say again.
She ain't gonna be ready for a while. Y'all need something?
We need money. Y'all need something? I don't want a loan. I don't want a discount. Let's ask my friends.
We're strapped for cash. Any way we could earn a little?
Yeah, there you go, Gladio.
Oh, now I get it. This must be what Pawpaw meant when he said he was gonna teach them boys a lesson.
That's some
Told
weird
me
subsurface
he
scattering
oughta
that they have going
y'all
on in their
take care of
skin.
some ornery varmints that have been causing a ruckus around here. I'd be happy to pay y'all for your services if you're up to the challenge.
I'm
How
kind of
about it?
hoping that our outfit is not considered too
Man's got his eye on
steamy for
Show
YouTube,
what
if you
you
know what I
got.
mean. Okay, earn 10 AP. Cool. Spend ability points, not attribute points, to power up Noctis and his friends. Acquire new abilities in the Astral Spear from the Ascension menu. Oh. Activate nodes in the Astral Sphere to acquire new abilities. Aid you in your journey by leveling up and completing quests and strategic ops, or by impressing friends in conversation. Oh. I would not ever have realized that. Okay, so I can get... What do we got? Reduce mana cost for phasing, to take a step in mid-air after attacking with a sword or pole arm. Use one time only. Boost damage dealt when unscathed during chain attacks. I might blink. That one I can't afford. Okay, let's go with Chain Fury.
But don't go running around after dark. The demons are liable to rip y'all to shreds. Here, this ought to be enough for a place to stay. Just between us, though. Don't tell Pawpaw.
That's a lot of money that you just gave us there. How loaded are you guys at this garage that you've got going on here? Okay, so what's this bronze bangle that I got? I need to keep better track of my gear as well. Equip Noctis, yeah, whatever. I need to keep better track of the items that I'm given. I have a lot of items, holy crap. I don't think these do anything though, do they? A protective piece of jewelry that renders the entire party impervious to magical friendly fire. Oh, that would be useful. A device that stops experience points from being tallied, preventing the party from leveling up. Why would I want that? A device for Noctis that accelerates the tech bar replenishment rate but freezes the armiger bar. Okay, so the armiger comes up later. I'm not going to explain what that is. A device that Noctis accelerates the... Yeah, don't need that. Scroll of sheet music containing a song of jubilation that provides additional AP for earning an A+ on offense outside of training. That actually might be really nice. Scroll of sheet music obtaining a song of jubilation that provides additional AP, earning A+ on time. Oh, finesse. I usually do pretty well with offense. I might have to monitor that. A lucky charm that increases the rate at which fallen foes leave behind items of value. Stamina badge, a device that enables a Noctis to sprint and hang without expending stamina. I eventually get an upgrade that takes away that, but I might actually use this. A bangle forged of bronze increases maximum HP slightly. Damn, that's a hard decision because you can. I'll start with the stamina badge just because I also know that I'm gonna be running a lot. Or do I? Maybe bronze. Can you wear the bronze bangle? Hang on. Oh, stop it. Because I don't think these guys... Okay. So they can wear the bronze bangle. I might get them to use one of that. So the Ring of Resistance, Friendly Fire. Yeah, I'm just gonna equip them with some of these accessories because... In offense, I'll go through a battle to see what I get the best grades on before I decide on that. I got you to wear the Key of Prosperity, and then increases maximum health slightly. I have the lowest health out of everyone. Oh no, I don't. Never mind. I just lied through my teeth. Oops. Cool. Okay. All right. And only 1,000 gil. I'm gonna, because it only takes. I think it only takes 50 to actually rest. I'm pretty certain it only takes like 50 to rest, right? Or 80. Something low like that anyway.
Want to go check it out?
What is it?
I don't know. I'll eliminate the pests. Oh, okay, so we can immediately run off and do that now. How do I sprint again? Oh, it's left click. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and another thing that this game has that I've never seen elsewhere, and I don't know if it's ever going to be brought back again. There's something called shadow libs, which is that soft shadow that I was kind of talking about, and they have something called turf effects, which goes into creating like really realistic fine grass, as what you're seeing here, as well as really realistic foliage on the
Looks like we
trees.
found our first targets. Ready, Noct?
The threat meter displays when an enemy detects your presence. So, what's your weakness? Yeah, I'm going with my sword. Let's do that. Booyah! Conjure weapons to attack, hold. Yeah, I already know this. Yeah. Yeah, offense I do get good grades on, so I will equip Prompto with the offense thing here. Okay, so we might be setting ourselves up for success right away. I did not realize that I got those items when I first started the game last time, so that this will be a really unique experience. Hang on, my OBS is there. Okay. Okay, what's next? Eliminate the pests. Oh, you want me to just do all your dirty work for you? Well, I guess we gotta earn some money, so. And this is also why I equipped that badge, to never run out of sprint stamina, because you do a lot of sprinting in this game, so. But also, again, like some of the most beautiful animations I've ever seen in the game. I just wrapped up playing the Callisto Protocol. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. I greatly recommend it. Skip to the end of, hopefully part 8 will be up by the time this is out. Oh, I got my map. I forgot about my map. And hopefully part 8 is up well before this comes out. Skip to the last like 20 minutes or so to hear my opinions on that. I have very mixed opinions on it. I need to go and play Dead Space before I can really like properly formulate a good rating for it. But the animations in that game are undeniably absolutely amazing, but what really infuriated me about it is that you get stuck in the animations.
Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever sit inside that beautiful car again.
And it
Sitting
makes
most of the day was pretty nice.
Napping was even better.
and it made a lot of actions difficult, just because if you wanted to do something and then you wanted to back out of it and do something else, you couldn't until the animation had finished playing through. And I don't know if that was intentional or not to add to the difficulty of the game, but I found it really aggravating. And I'm used to this game where like you have like complete freedom over what you can be doing. Like, and they're undeniably amazing animations, but you have the responsiveness to actually do other things before that happens. Before the animation is completed, and they're very snappy and responsive, so it feels good and you feel quick. You feel really quick while doing it. Oh shit, I'm in stasis. Yeah. So why did I have to go through the training if it was just gonna give me the tutorials in combat anyway?
Alright. We'll be done in no time.
Weird. Okay.
Let's get on with it.
Cool. But yeah, lot of sprinting. Like, look at this.
So, where are we headed anyway?
This way.
Nowhere until the repairs are done. Then we head for Golden Key.
Then after that, we hop a boat, and before you know it, Loverboy's hitched.
Wait for car repairs, then wedding bells in the air. Got it.
I love how much they tease him about his marriage, which to me greatly implies that they're all single. Besides Noct.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Give it your all.
Yeah, shall do. Let's wipe all these guys out. Yeah, I know about the warp strike.
Hey, now! Warp strike to catch him!
I've used the warp strike. There we go. Oh, I'm already in stasis. Ah, I'm so used to having really good, like almost unlimited mana. Okay. I'm spoiled, I need to back off of the usage of the warp strikes. I used to like almost only use the warp strikes just because of how powerful they can be. So I need to get out of that habit. Yeah! What do I got here? Haha! Oh, I did not want to do that. Oops. But, ooh, that actually worked very well in our favor.
Mission complete.
Sweet.
Who could this be?
Cindy, I betcha.
Hello?
Hey, it's
Yep.
Cindy. How goes the hunting?
Actually, we just finished.
That's great, because I got one more hunt for y'all.
They just appeared in the background.
This time, it's for a person. Fella named Dave went off, and we ain't heard from him since. Reckon he staked out a spot in an old shack nearby.
Old shack. Oh, got it. We'll take a look.
Old shack. I missed where the camera focused.
What did Cindy say?
Oh, it's over
Needs
here.
us to find some Dave guy.
He went missing.
Not missing. Said he's holed up in that shack.
Dave is a hunter, isn't he? There's a whole guild and clan of hunters in this game, and I think, if I remember properly, Dave's one of them. All right, I can pick up curatives. Curatives. I don't know how to speak. Curatives. Yeah. Oh, I should be doing that like right away. That's another thing I really liked actually doing in this game is like meandering off and trying to find ingredients to do stuff. I think where I find that enjoyment actually came from my experience in Final Fantasy XIV because you needed to curate a lot of your own materials for like if you wanted to become a chef and cook things properly, or if you wanted to like become an alchemist to craft like spells and other crap like that for in the middle of battle, or if you wanted to become proficient in other weapon types, you had to curate a lot of your own materials to craft stuff and hone skills. Like I said, the skill tree in that game is unbelievable and how detailed it is and what you must be doing. It's great if you love RPGs and online stuff. I used to also play with an old buddy of mine back in like the 8th grade.
What's this?
Mutant dual horn sighting, codename Bloodhorn. Characteristics: red tusks, extremely violent, outstanding bounty on saber tusks in the area. Huh. Whoa! Oh, big cat, angry cat, or dog. They might actually be a dog, not a cat.
We are now. Spoke too soon.
Whoa! Whoa! Ow! Get off of me! I should actually check to see what these guys are weak to. Daggers. Oh no, I equipped my polearm. Do I not have daggers? Oh, I got weapons. Why do I have these? I have really powerful weapons. Why do I have really powerful weapons? Yeah, like I have really powerful weapons. Why do I have really powerful weapons? Oh, Sarah's short sword. Oh, I remember that. There's a neat side quest that you can play in the game. I'll have to see if it's even still still possible to play that short story. That side quest. It was a really neat side quest. It was a neat blending between the online game Terra and Final Fantasy. I'm pretty certain it was the game Terra. Oh, come on. Oh, stop it.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Secure the shack, which is what we
The
did.
shack over there.
Oh, so we're just gonna be trying all the shacks until we get the right one. Alright, well, suit yourself, guys, if that's how you want to be spending your time. I guess we don't have really any other choice, but... Do I have any other curatives I can go pick up? Nah. Cool. I love just wasting time in this game. Again, like, it took me 4 years to complete it in 100-something hours. And it's just because I was spending time collecting curatives, completing side quests, and other stuff like that. Like, this is a very rich game.
Not yet.
Got a plan.
Warp to the windmill. Alright, I think I can do that. I think that's manageable.
Huh. What are we looking at?
Friends propose strategies to gain an advantage in combat. Follow their strategies to earn AP. Blue markers indicate points you can warp to instantaneously. Locate the blue marker on the windmill and warp to it.
This creature is known as a saber tusk. It skewers prey with its tusks, extracting game from the safety and comfort of burrows.
That's a big request.
Yeah, don't think we'll be befriending anyone.
Yeah, why is it giving me the tutorials again? I've already been through the tutorial. Okay. Oh, that is Sarah's sword. He does have Sarah's sword. Oh, that's kind of cute.
Getting by.
Are they still weak to daggers, or? Yeah. Yeah, that's actually really cute that he still has Sarah's sword. I think... Get him! Yeah!
What did you expect?
Yeah, it's that hunter guy.
Well, and look who's in here. The man of the hour. Dave, right? Been looking for you.
Didn't mean to cause y'all any trouble. I've been stuck here on account of my sprained ankle. Something funny about them varmints. I gave them hell, but couldn't finish the job. Still
So you
one
sprained
to
your
talk
ankle?
about. Well, y'all don't look much like hunters, but what do you say? Put that puppy to rest
The fuck
for
you
me?
saying, Dave? Okay. Put that puppy to rest for me. Do it for free. Do it for a price. I'll be nice and do it for free.
Oh yeah. We'll take care of it.
Well, y'all got guts, that's for sure. Let me tell you where I last saw 'em.
Magic flask, even though I don't have any
Ready to
actual
show
magic
some
yet.
spunk. Now let's get ready to kick some tail.
People from England that... I shouldn't say people from England. In English terminology, that is something else entirely. Oops, sorry.
Eyes forward.
Didn't mean to do that.
What's your problem?
Oh my god. But yeah, see? A lot of walking. A lot of walking. Especially early on before you get the regalia back. So it's nice having that accessory on so that I have unlimited stamina bar.
It would be wise to rest up before we set out.
Yes, a formidable foe awaits. Prepare for this encounter by resting at nearby haven. Ignis will cook a status boosting meal for the party. Yeah. Yeah, because early on, if you get caught...
Let's find a spot to make camp.
The hunters are really out in full force around here, huh?
So they're the new Crown's Guard or something?
Similar, though technically a civilian outfit.
They've definitely seen a lot more action than we have.
Is it cool that we rock Crown's Guard outfits?
Be worse not to. They made them especially for us.
Even got a sweet insignia on them.
In the Crown's Guard, your attire identifies you, so wear it with pride.
It's little stuff like that that I love that just adds to the world building of the game. But yeah, you do not want to be stuck outside at night early on in the game because the demons are incredibly powerful. Even like close to the end of the game, the demons are still insanely powerful. So
They can.
so yeah, it's definitely wise to avoid them for as long as you can. Camp at Havens to enjoy a status boosting meal and a good rest to tally XP. This is always really cute. I love
I'm all
these.
sticky and gross.
Woohoo! Bath time!
I love these little moments. Not sponsored by Coleman. And this is why you want to get procurements as well. Like when I went and stopped by that tree, and I don't even remember what I picked up. I picked up something. It's just, it's for instances like these. You use it to craft meals for yourself. Acquire new recipes to expand Ignis's cookbook and the variety of bonuses available. Yeah. Oh, so this one's free. Boosts HP by 50, boosts attack by 30. I think we're going into a battle actually, so I'll increase this and I'll swap out that one accessory to increase my health. Just because this pizza here, it looks so good, doesn't it? Ah, I want it. I haven't had pizza for so long. I'm traveling here within the next week, and that's probably going to be like one of the first things that I do is get myself a pizza. That's 64 AP. That's I can already upgrade my stuff. And this is another thing that's really cool that I love about this game is that Prompto takes pictures. So you're actually able to kind of take pictures throughout your journey automatically rather than having to rely on like taking screenshots yourself. So yeah, I'll save you.
Not bad.
But yeah, it's just a fun little mechanic out of the game. A gimmick, but nice.
Like a father to her.
Ever since they got back, Sid's been the only one looking after her.
Rather more than a middling mechanic can handle.
All things considered, I'd say she turned out okay.
Like it. Bro, you just need to treat her right.
Treat her wrong and Sid'll stuff his wrench where the sun don't shine.
Take care of the car, and it will take care of us.
Yeah, the car.
Okay, I need a coffee. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I have my coffee, and I'm really happy. So now we need to go kill something for this hunter guy. Oh, magic. I completely forgot about this. Okay, so also, when you're at Havens also have magic deposits. So you can collect it for crafting your own magic. Like this. I also keep hunching over closer and closer to my mic, but I don't need to actually sit that close to the mic. It's also really quiet. In OBS, it looks like the game's really loud. So I might have to adjust that. But cool. So we depleted. Oops. Ah, where are they? Ooh, nope. Those are.
Try to hit him from behind.
Nope, they're big guys. I'm not gonna worry about it. Ooh, let's run. Okay. Back this way. But yes, see? Lots and lots and lots of walking. Oh, crap. I actually forgot to swap out that one thing that I wanted from here. Yeah, increases maximum health. Here we go. So now hopefully I'm a lot better set up than what I previously was. I feel like I have a very unfair build right now, and I have no idea
Only
why.
so far a man can walk.
Our Crown City upbringing didn't prepare us for this.
Pretend you're walking to the car.
The really powerful items that I have, I don't know if like the really strong weapons, I don't know if it came as DLC or what it is. I don't know why I have them. Sarah's sword I can understand, and I'm actually really glad that I kept that for the because I think it was a limited time special quest that you could do on your own. So I'm actually really happy that I still have that sword from that mission, because I don't even know if it's still available here on the map. It was over here somewhere. It might pop up again as we get further into the game.
Over there. That's
Oh, we'll
it,
see.
right?
Whoa, that's big.
Yes, but not your run-of-the-mill breed.
That is
Let's
big.
make quick work of it.
Okay. But that's what Hairworks is, like the little scruffy beard that it has. It's that's NVIDIA Hairworks.
Looks tame to me.
Yeah.
Look out!
Why are you just standing there?
Nice one.
It's not over yet.
Okay. Come on. Let me attack it. The Mutant Marauder. Oh, it's mutated. And it's so slow. I like this feature, but it's just really slow. Okay, so it's weak against pole arms. Whoa!
Hey, big guy.
I'm on it.
Get it! Yeah!
Going for it.
Yeah, blind side. Oh, that was a mistake. Are we?
This one's just for you.
I used the Tempest already. Why would you? Why would you
Bring
give
on
it to
the
me
next
that
one.
late? Ah, that sucks. But cool, because I took care of it.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Dave just called and said he's safe. Thanks for finding him.
Okay.
Nice work, y'all. By the way, the old girl's looking good as new.
Yeah, 'cause I did his
got
job
ya,
for him.
If y'all want to fix her up before you roll out, let me know.
So the hunters are supposed to have more experience than us, but if you want to fix her, roll out. Fix her up before you roll out. Let me know. Yes. Let's fix her up.
Sounds good.
She'll be waiting at the garage.
Gotcha.
Cool. Is it gonna fast travel back to the garage, or am I gonna have to walk back to the garage? Oh, I have to walk back to the garage.
So, who's up next behind the wheel?
Ignis should take it and never let go.
It helps that he can keep 4 eyes on the dash.
I couldn't even keep one.
Not sure I'd do any better.
Put me in the
Procurements.
driver's seat. Good. Because I need the legroom in back.
So yeah, I imagine I'll do a playthrough of this, but it's not going to be like a daily upload kind of thing. I kind of got thinking that I'll be doing this sort of thing maybe once a week or so. I think that's the kind of schedule that I'm going to adhere to this, just because it's going to be so long. And there's so much to do that, like, might as well take our time with it and just have some fun with it, you know? How am I actually doing for attribute points? Let's see. Yeah, reduces mana cost. Air step. Yeah, I don't really know how necessary that is, but blink phase through an enemy's attack. Yes, that's very helpful. Okay, so this is combat. What's next? Teamwork, techniques, recovery, magic, stats, exploration, and wait mode. The wait mode stuff is also very helpful, but it's just very expensive. Let's have a look at teamwork here. Boost link stage, yeah. Gain first strike against an enemy with a firearm, adds to tech bar. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but let's try it. Automatically scan those enemies' weaknesses at the onset of battle. That's also extremely helpful. That saves a lot of time. Deliver a powerful counterattack with a great sword, makes enemies flinch. Yes. That's also very helpful. So now I have techniques. Let's have a look at recovery. Just kind of curious at the cost, and I can't afford anything from there, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I feel like I'm off to a little bit of an unfair start, and this isn't New Game Plus. I chose to start the game regularly and leave it, like fresh, so I don't have any previous items from a previous playthrough. But it still feels very unfair. I feel like I'm set up. Oop, what happened?
It's rude to keep a girl waiting. You better apologize.
Oh, what's that?
What is that?
Oh, this thing. Oh.
A live hurricane. That thing's like half storm half airship.
You realize that's 3 halves.
Would explain its size.
Awesome in every sense.
That's another thing that this game does really well is the sheer scale of monsters. You fight some really big things in this game and it looks so freaking cool. You also will eventually get a upgrade so that while you're sprinting, if your stamina runs out, you can quickly release, because you sprint using left click. So once your stamina hits 0, you can actually let go of left click, and then it'll, like, right as your stamina runs out, and it'll fully replenish it, and you get a little bit of a quick boost. So once I get that upgrade, I'll be very happy again.
Got plenty of time to figure it out.
I can rent. Oh, I can already rent chocobos. Oh, okay, no, never mind. It's temporarily unavailable. Chocobos also like drastically increase your travel speed, and they're so cute.
On potions and stuff.
Nice. You're being helpful for a change.
What do you mean for a change?
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea, Prompto. I'll hop over here because you can get hunter quests to hunt monsters. So I'll venture over to here once I get the regalia. Well, once I get the regalia back from Sid and Cindy. I might also check out the weapons here because I have, yeah, I'm still at a flat 1,000 kills, so.
Sorry about the wait. Ain't she purty?
Yeah, she
She's
is.
almost too pretty for the road.
Like I said,
She's back.
very sexy car.
We should all get a
Very
picture.
sexy car. Hell yeah.
All the more reason to ride with care. Oh, and before I forget, would y'all mind making a little delivery for me?
Depends on what it is.
No, not at all.
Perfect. Thought you'd say yes. So I already put it in the trunk. There should be a motel on your way to Gaul.
That's presumptuous of
If
you.
y'all wouldn't mind giving that to the owner, that'd be swell.
Grandpa like grandkid.
It's very presumptuous of you just to
Now that
think
she's
that
all
we
polished up
accept it.
and ready
What if
for
we
the
didn't
road.
accept it?
Would you care to take her for a little test drive, Noct?
Sure.
Sure. Why not?
And I needn't remind you to exercise caution.
But not right now. I want to go get this quest over here. 'Cause, yeah, our destination's pretty far. So I want to take care of this first.
Man, it's hot.
Then lose the jacket.
Oh, I mean, welcome. What can I do you for?
Alright, so
Things I can tell you.
yeah, that's also why you want to do this kind of stuff because it shows you points on your map. Cool.
But of course.
And then you can also buy food, obviously, but then, this is what I like. Restaurant proprietors will tip you off to hints that award gil and other prizes. Slay the targets and report back to these tipsters to claim your bounty. Complete hunts to earn stars and increase your hunter rank. More challenging hunts will become available at higher ranks.
These nasties here have been a real pain in the rear.
Alright, so let's take care of these.
Appreciate it.
What level am I actually? I think I'm level 3.
Take care.
Yeah, I'm level 3. So I'll only take the level 2 one for now. How far away is it? Oh, it's just over there. Okay. So, okay, I'll go take care of these monsters first. I'll come back, I'll start stocking up on stuff like potions, elixirs. I'll also check out the weapons that they have, although I'm pretty certain that
She's
my
out of my
weapons are going to be
league.
stronger.
But we have so much in common.
Who's
you
the
don't.
lucky imaginary lady?
When all this is over, I'm gonna visit her in Hammerhead. Hammerhead is like no garage ever. You know?
One would expect no less of purveyors to the crown.
I'll miss it once this road trip's over with.
There's no reason you can't pay them a visit anytime you please. I'm sure Cindy will be glad to look after your car. Oh, right.
So, that's what this is about.
If you need, I could always lend you the regalia.
Whoa! Thanks for the offer, but once we're back in the Crown City, I think I better square my own wheels.
That's so cute. I love this about the game. Like, cause like you get those little moments of banter between them, and it's just, I don't know. It always feels so genuine. It's cheesy, but it always feels so genuine, and actually like adds character to these guys. All right, so let's take care of these things now.
Got
Daggers and ice.
Cool. We'll take care of it.
Whoa, that wasn't part of the deal.
Ow. Whoa.
You ran? Can't stop now.
Whoa.
What can I say?
Yeah. Maybe I should equip one of these guys with also the time segment, because I seem to be doing pretty good on time as well, so maybe I can pick up a couple more attribute points for every hit that I do. Oh, I did not mean to go first person. So how close am I to these procurement points? I'm pretty close to these. But and this is what I'm going to be doing in the game. Like I'm not going to be just following the main story. Like it's going to be just something to chill and actually like sit down and relax with. It's a good experience.
Right there. Oh yeah.
But yeah, just something to kind of chill and relax with. Go on a bit of a brief adventure. Later on in the game, you can actually come back here, and there's a monster in here called the Bandersnatch.
Hey, Noctis, are you sure it's a good idea to take him head on?
Okay, I'll swoop in from behind instead.
Ah, good idea.
How would I
I'll
do
just
that?
follow your lead.
Don't let me down.
Okay. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to attack this thing from behind though, and I only have 30.
Just don't get too carried away.
And I only have 30 seconds to actually do it. Ah, hit it from behind. Yeah, I got it. I did it. Ow. Cool. I'm actually surprised I managed to get them from behind. Just because usually once enemies are alerted to your presence, very seldom do they will they turn their backs to you. Let's get some nice peas going on here. For as intense as the combat can get in this game, there's so many other like brief moments where it's just nice to sit back and relax and take it all in. That's what I love about this game is. And then the second one was over here. So let's get going that way then, or it didn't update. There we go. There we go. That makes more sense. So let's get out of this. And we're doing good. We're burning a little bit of daylight, but it's still 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, in game, like there's a little clock up in the top right by your minimap. Except my food here is about to run out. I'm gonna run out of the unlimited sprint and boosted attack here, but that's fine. Menu option to return to the spot where you last rested. Once fast travel is enabled, I'm definitely gonna be relying on that a lot more, just because the map is
Guys,
so
we
big.
got a little problem over here.
Cool. We'll take care of it.
Oh wait. Oh, it's weak to my sword. Or it's resistant to my sword. I thought.
Nothing to it.
Just whoop their asses anyway. Okay. Cool. This would be a very good game to stream, just because it's something nice to just put in the background and watch. But I certainly do not have the time to stream, nor the reliable internet connection, because where my PC is actually located, I'm actually going to stop by this haven over here and grab the magic, and grab the magic that's from there. It'd be a very nice game to stream, just because, again, it's very relaxing. There's so much walking. There's so much to do. There's so much to see. Like it's beautiful. I don't know how long it takes creators to actually make these environments, but it's some of the most detailed environment design I've ever seen. But yeah, I definitely do not have the reliable enough internet connection to stream anything. Where my PC is located, there's no Ethernet connection, so I use Wi-Fi, and it's fast. It's a fast Wi-Fi connection, but it's just but it's still Wi-Fi. It's still Wi-Fi and still not recommended for most streaming instances.
Never knew what hit him.
No use hanging around here.
Indeed.
And the only reason I'm participating in combat is just to collect AP points for level up skills. It's just a nice way to farm things. So let's keep moseying on this way towards the haven. But yeah, like that big pit in the ground there, eventually there'll come a point, I don't remember if it's a monster hunt or if it's a quest or what it is, but there is something that eventually comes up to where you have to fight a big monster called the Bandersnatch, and that was a tough battle. That was a really tough battle, but cool. The Bandersnatch is a very cool design in this game. I think the Bandersnatch also actually shows up in other Final Fantasy games. Once my magic fills up, I have a couple of magic flasks that I can use to craft some spells under the Elements tab. This almost seems like a game that I need to record for like
Stinking hot.
Yeah.
for like 3 hours to actually get anything done in it. Okay, so not gonna actually rest at the haven. Just wanted to collect the magic. So let's get back to the tipster to collect our reward.
Remember,
Oh.
just a scared of us.
Oh, I did not see that you were there. Prompto, wake up! I love Gladiol's voice. It's very it's very deep and sexy. Nothing to it. I wish I had a voice like Gladiol's.
Could use a bite to eat.
Yeah, let's do it. Come with us, Noct.
Well, I'm already here to eat. Well, not eat, but talk to the tipster here.
Sid's friends, was it? Y'all did good.
No, we're the mayor's friends. Cool.
That was about a bite to eat. If y'all liked it, come on back.
Indeed we shall.
Nothing but junk food.
Well, it's not junk food, it was like soups and stuff. Alright, so we got a little bit of extra gil. We might as well use that to start stocking up on potions. Should be prioritizing this first. And they're not cheap either. Okay, so let me do some math here. So that will be 200 gil. Yeah.
Much appreciated.
250. 2,000 gil. Wow, the price of that stacks up really quickly. And we certainly don't have enough for a Phoenix down. Wow, this stuff gets expensive really quickly. So I'll pick up 2 for 800. Got stuff for meals, that's kind of cool. A repair kit. Yeah, I'll definitely pick up a repair kit because you find NPCs with broken down vehicles on the side of the road sometimes, and you can stop them and help them, and they give you XP and gil as well, I believe. And this is also really cool because when you get into the regalia, you can play music and soundtracks, and you can buy the soundtracks and memories from previous Final Fantasy games and play them on the radio. It's kind of a neat touch.
Please come again.
I don't recognize any of the music just because I haven't touched another Final Fantasy game. Actually, that's a lie. I started playing the iOS version of the original.
What about it?
The iOS version of the original Final Fantasy game, but I couldn't really get into it. It was just a very weird, bland setup. Interested in inspection? Haul her to Hammerhead. We pride ourselves on attention to detail. No job too small. A perfect pots and pans for your next camping trip. Can't find what you need? Ask our staff.
Yeah, let's see what they've got for sale.
We've already brought everything we need.
That's fun. But yeah, I've quoted it a few times in my previous videos, but Ignis has a very funny line where, like, if you come across a new item, he's like, "That's it! What is it, Iggy? I've come up with a new recipe." It's funny. I don't know.
Hey, what are you after this time?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to see what you got here. That's something I actually forgot. So Noctis is the only one that can actually wield swords, but then you can also buy other swords for your other teammates. So Gladiol has that, which is 48. So I can get him a war sword that deals 78.
See you later.
Do I actually? Oh, hello.
driving.
Hello, little child. Can I actually? Yeah. Oh, so I already actually have an item that's more powerful than his two-handed broadsword. So I'll sell one of the two-handed broadswords.
Take a look at our wares.
Actually, I lied. I want to sell. Oh no, I only have one two-handed broadsword. What? Oh. Oh, okay, here we go. Two. I'll sell one. What? It's only worth 25 gil.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, that sucks.
Hey, come again.
Okay. So let me actually just make sure that I have good enough weapons for my dudes here. So can't swap any more there. And holy shit, Prompto. That's, yeah, I'm definitely equipping you with, why do I have this? A high performance prototype firearm developed exclusively for high ranking officials. Deals more damage when HP is low. Why do I have this? I mean, I'm honestly not complaining, but it's really weird because I wanted to start the game from scratch is what I wanted.
This time.
I wanted to start the game from scratch. I really did. What does Ignis have? Ignis is 20. So I'll get him a pair of the, what do I have for myself actually? Because I believe I have equipped all of the most powerful weapons for myself. Mage Masters. Yeah, so I'll grab Ignis
Pleasure
one of
doing business.
I'll grab Ignis one of those, and then I don't even think Noctis can wield firearms. Not that I want him to. I don't like how Noctis handles when you equip him with a firearm. So let's get these swapped out, and then I think they're just called daggers. So I'll get
Take a look at our wares.
So I'll get these sold. Daggers for also 25 gil.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, no
Come
problem.
again.
No problem, my friend. Okay, cool. I believe we're reasonably set up for that then. And then yeah, there's a stamina bar that tends to wind down over time. Okay, so you have a couple of options for resting. If you go to campgrounds, it gives you the opportunity to earn AP points as well as have Ignis cook you up a meal to boost your stats. But what you can also do is you can also come to these rest points, like hotels, campers, stuff like that, to also rest, but they cost gil. They'll still tally up your XP, but they don't let Ignis cook, and you don't earn AP points from it. So they're not as good of an option, but what they do what they do differently compared to Havens is that they multiply your XP, so you can get more XP by staying at these places, but again, they cost gil, you can't boost your stats temporarily, and you don't earn AP points. So it kind of just depends on what you want to be doing. And it explains it here anyway. Oops. Rest at havens or outposts to tally up XP and level up. Lodgings at outposts and in towns cost money, but provide an XP bonus. With better lodgings come greater XP bonuses. I believe the highest XP multiplication you can get is like 1.8%. So not quite twice.
Ugh, I'm all sticky and gross.
But you can get pretty damn close to it depending on where you go. And you get fun little animations like this sometimes. this is a cool shot. I'll save you.
Damn,
Yeah.
this is a really good shot.
I made sure I got the regalia's good side.
I don't so much like the combat photos that you get, but sometimes you get some really cool custom photos like this. And it's really cool.
Hey, this one's pretty good.
I know. I dig it too.
I don't know. Again, it just really adds to the feeling that you're just on a road trip with your buddies, and it's really nice. But
Hey, yes.
Hi.
I missed it. Oh, I'm level 5 now. Okay. So now that I am level 5, I believe I can come back to here and actually pick up that other quest that I could have been doing. So let's also get that.
You boys
Get
eating your
that.
fill?
Oops. Kind
What
of
can
wish.
I do you for?
I want to pick
Take
up another
your
one.
pick.
Let's get these guys. Oh, and I get a high elixir as a reward as well, and almost 1,000 gil.
Much obliged.
So yeah, I just want to get as much as these before.
Stay alert.
I can English.
Oh, it's just y'all.
That is not what I
How's about
wanted.
a bite to eat?
I might as well actually grab something to eat though. Yeah, I'll take the cheapest one. I'll be
Won't
cheap.
a sec.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Indeed, Mr. Ignis.
I dare say I can make this a camp.
I dare say I can make this a camp. I love Ignis so much. He's cool.
Had your fill? Good.
Cool. Alright, so I'll swap out the equipped thingamajig that I have here for the stamina bar. Just because it only depletes my HP by 50, so that's not bad. There's a stamina badge, right? Yeah. So got that out of the way. How far? Oh, it's only 900 feet. So yeah, let's go do that, and then we'll hop into the regalia and take her for a spin. Still no chocobos available. That sucks. But let's collect XP. I'll be recording this for 3 hours, but I imagine that by the time I have it edited down, it'll be a lot shorter, just because of how much
Sluggish.
fucking walking there is. Like I said, this is the kind of game that would be very good to stream. Maybe that's something I should be getting into, is streaming, doing something like that. I don't know.
Anybody
Alright.
up for a light workout?
Call this light. So it takes 2.
Look who's talking now.
Oh shit!
You guys are.
Hit him! Hit him! Oh! Whoa! Ouch! Yeah! Good job, Ignis. Okay. Oops. Oh. Yeah! Yeah? Is that it? Whoa, that's a katana. That's the broad weapon that I have, is a katana. I thought it was like a broadsword similar to what Ignis had. Not Ignis, Gladio. Yeah, they both have katanas. Damn, that's cool. Okay, I want to see how much damage Prompto's gun can do here. Whoa. Oh, I did not want to do that. Oh, it was a blind side, okay.
Was that perfect or what?
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at a severely unfair advantage with my weapons. Okay, what else have I got going here? Ascension. 82. Yeah, 82. Okay. Recovery. I want to upgrade the recovery. Boosts an ally's defense after taking them out of danger. Haven't had that happen. Increases HP recovery rate while hanging after point warp. That could be useful. Stats. Increases HP of each party member by twice the number of levels gained. This affects of similar abilities do not stack. Okay. I'll give it a little bit before I use that then. Right? Because it would multiply their health then. So the longer I wait, the more it multiplies their health, if I'm not mistaken. Or should I just upgrade this now? Equip 2 accessories. Ooh, equip 2 accessories. That's nice. Okay, I'll get the health thing here then. And then equip the 2 accessories. And then I'll save up my MP a little bit more. So what can I actually equip here? So I can either equip the bronze or I can equip another, because I'm also doing really good on time. So wow, I wish I could equip 2 accessories to my teammates, because then I would be like perfectly set up. Again, feels a little cheap. I really feel like I'm cheating. I feel like I'm like a really unfair advantage, but we'll see. We'll see. Are there any procurement points around here? Oh yeah, there are. Yeah, there's a haven and some other stuff around here. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna go collect some more magic.
Look where you're going!
Didn't
Mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So now that I'm starting to get maxed out on my magic, what that means is I can hop over to Elemency here to actually start crafting. Oh, I only have 2 flasks. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, this is where you craft magic. I'm surprised there wasn't a tutorial for that. But it's reasonably easy enough to understand. Like you have your magic flasks here on the right. You select an empty flask, and then you just adjust the number of magic, which is you can only carry a maximum capacity of 99, which dictates its potency or the damage that it deals, and yeah, you just adjust it like that, and then you have the secondary slot down at the bottom to put other items into there. Here, I'll show you in a second, because I believe once I come up over here, actually no, I'll just show you now. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't actually show you, but the 4th slot down at the bottom there, if you select it, you can use stuff like the saber tooth. Saber claw, saber tooth. I can't remember what the what the dog things were that we were fighting, but you get drops from them, or you get drops from stuff like the scorpions, and then you can also add them to your magic. You can also add them to your magic to boost their potency. And depending on the item, you can actually get some pretty powerful magic going on. So now we have another. I'm now more or less maxed out on my magic, for storage at least. I don't have a lot of magic actually crafted, but so now let's hop over and grab this item over here. But yeah, the uploads for these are gonna have to be like really severely abridged versions of gameplay. Oh, there is a procurement point over here. Uh-oh, I hear ya.
I am not into wildlife. More of a pet guy.
Stop. Start killing.
Yeah.
Here goes nothing.
Whoa.
No
Nice.
use hanging around here.
But yeah, saber tusk, that's what they're called. But yeah, like the saber tusk claw and those kinds of things. You can take those and add those to your magic to increase their potency. On top of collecting procurements like this to add to your meals. Also, to navigate the map is really weird. You use IJKL to navigate around the map, and then you use page up and page down on your keyboard to actually zoom in and out. It's very weird how you navigate the map, but it's just second nature to me now because I've been playing this game for so long. But yeah, like look how the foliage moves. It's very, very, very computer intensive. Shockingly enough, when I first built my PC, I had a 1440p monitor, and the game could not be rendered near max settings at all, and that was with a 1080. Back at that point was when I built my first computer. It was a 1080, and at 1440p, this game could be nowhere near max settings for 1440p. But I had a little laptop that had 1060, that had a 1060 in it, and a 1080p monitor or 1080p screen on it, and that game was like maxed out for that. So the 1060. So the 1060 was actually like a very good budget GPU for 1080p. The 10 series was kind of where Nvidia was actually able to like properly start.
Guys, we got a little problem over here.
Cool. Go take care of it.
Alone? I wasn't part of the deal.
Where value started to become the main concern for them. That kind of carried over into the 20 series with like the 2060 and the 2070. The 2080 made no sense, in my opinion. But yeah, for like 1080p, whoa, there's a lot of these things here. But for 1080p budget gaming, the 1060 was like perfect for that. Look how powerful Prompto's gun is, though. This must... I don't think I even had that in my first playthrough, so it must have carried over from a previous save, and I don't know why. I told it not to carry over any items like that. Okay. So there's more over here. There's a couple of other procurement points that I'll get to after combat. There we go.
Just hanging around here.
Yeah, I didn't do so hot on time that time, but offense usually seems to be where I get an A+ consistently. So I'm really glad that I have that accessory equipped that gives me AP points. And then, but yeah, the 1060 GPU was a phenomenal budget GPU for 1080p gaming. And then,
Wow, the color's amazing.
oh yeah, and you can also customize the regalia. You can customize like paint jobs, rims, and eventually later you can actually convert the regalia into like an off-roading machine. It's really weird. One thing that that Mega Phoenix, that was actually very nice. The Mega Phoenix, because there's danger, which is when your HP drops to 0, but then there's also down, and when you're down, it's when you're actually like dead. And then if you have a Phoenix down or a Mega, like a Phoenix down will bring you back out of that with, I believe, half of your HP. But if you get a Mega Phoenix, it brings you back with full HP. So that was a very good find. That was a very good drop that I found. But yeah, and then Nvidia has now just completely dropped the whole value proposition with the release of the 30 series. Kind of retained that a little bit with a 3060. But then once the 40 series came out, it was just basically like, yep, you don't got the cash, you don't get a good GPU, which is honestly BS. It's very shitty that they're doing that. It's very shitty. Because there's a reason that consoles exist. There's a reason that $500 consoles exist compared to, buying $5,000 PCs. Because if people have, $5,000 in cash to spend on like a 16-core CPU and an RTX 4090 and all that, good for you. That's phenomenal, and like admittedly the experience that you get is like night and day difference between a console and that like level of power. But like the vast majority of people don't have the cash to spend on that. So when you introduce a value proposition with the 10 and the 20 series, and then start to rip that away with the 30 and 40 series, a lot of people are not going to remain loyal to your company anymore. Like, sure, there's still good GPUs. Like the RTX 4090 is a fucking monster of a GPU. but it's at such a high barrier to entry that it's only for like extreme enthusiasts or people that use them in workstation, and that allows people like your competitors, like say AMD, and this is where competition is good in a free market, because now that Nvidia has taken away the value proposition and the budget GPUs, and AMD is actually now able to swoop in with infinitely comparable GPUs at much lower prices, while still having the entry and budget levels available to consumers for reasonable prices. You lose out on ray tracing and upscaling abilities, but it's like not very many games support it right now anyway, so it doesn't make that much of a difference whether or not you can have access to ray tracing or not. That's still that's still quite a bit of a premium. But yeah, because like AMD GPUs, kind of like their CPUs for a long time, were not considered to be like a valid option for a lot of people, just because they didn't offer comparable performance at similar prices. Like people would have to be on extremely tight budgets before they would consider getting an AMD GPU or an AMD CPU. But then once Intel became extremely complacent with their top position of the CPU market, that's when they stopped improving their products and charging exorbitant prices for their products. So AMD was able to come in and offer not necessarily better CPUs, but comparable CPUs for infinitely cheaper prices, and then that's where AMD started to take over the CPU market, because now buying an AMD CPU is a legitimate option. Like, I have an AMD CPU just because you can get more cores at high clocks for cheaper prices than what Intel could offer, and it was only really
Then lose the jacket.
And it's really only in the last 2 years that Intel is able to come out with anything to actually compete for that at lower prices. And then Nvidia also, good guy Nvidia kind of seemed like it was too good to be true for the 10 and 20 series, but then come the 30 and 40 series, same thing. They just became complacent, but they did innovate on themselves. Like again, the RTX 4090 and 4080 are absolute monsters of GPUs, but they charge you for it. They charge you for it so goddamn badly that it's just such a high barrier to entry that you can't get into it. A lot of people can't get into it. So that allows, again, AMD to come in with their competitive GPUs with similar performance numbers, except in ray tracing. But again, that's not really needed right now for like a lot less money. And that's where competition is good. That's where competition is really good. So
Sid's friends, was it?
So just as AMD did for Intel, I'm really hoping that AMD is able to kind of kick Nvidia in the shins and teach them a bit of a lesson. But that doesn't seem to be the case right now, because companies want to, of course, make a profit.
What can I do you for?
But you shouldn't.
Want to help out with some varmints?
Yeah, but I'm not level 7 yet, so I'm not gonna worry about that.
Right.
Cool. And this is where competition is really good, but that doesn't seem to be what's happening right now, because the RTX 4090, it's selling. Like, that's $1,600 US GPU. Again, not a lot of people have that cash burning a hole in their pockets, but it's selling, and that's the really bizarre thing to me that I don't understand. It's selling. It's selling. And the 4080 is not, and the 4080 is still so much better than anything from the 30 series. Not much better of a price range. It's still really expensive, but it's cheap. But it should hypothetically be cheaper than the RTX 4090, and the 4080 is not selling. It's really not, and that's something that's really bothering me about consumer mindsets right now, is that you can't give in to companies charging exorbitant prices for their products just because they're good. That's not how budgeting works. That doesn't teach these companies that, hey, yeah, you can sell good products, but they need to be reasonable prices. It doesn't teach them that lesson. So I'm hoping that AMD cards actually pick up a little bit in popularity here in the next bit, and tank the sales of Nvidia's cards here in the near future. Oops, that was not what I wanted, because there's an item over here. Oh, a couple of items. A Phoenix down! Yeah! and then a high potion. So that's more powerful than a standard potion. How much gil do I actually have? 1400. Oh, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I was already. That's nice. Okay. What does Cindy have to say? Because we need to drive to the rest area. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I think we have time. If it's just under a mile, I'll manually drive
It's
it.
the forecast.
Clear skies with the temperature rising.
Oh yeah, look at this animation for the convertible. It's so cool. Okay. Don't expect much from the driving mechanics in this game. The driving mechanics absolutely suck in this game. Okay, where do I need to go? Oh, I can't check my map. Where's my map? Navigator. Here we go. So I am going down here. Yeah, no, let's just get going. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock, so burning daylight. Let's go. But yeah, don't expect much for the driving mechanics in this game. It really feels like the car is on rails. But I'll drive it manually just this one time because the scenery is really beautiful to see. But in the future, what I might wind up doing is simply just cutting out the travel time until fast travel's unlocked. Once fast travel's unlocked, I'll definitely be using that. Just because, again, the map is so damn big that you can spend, like, I've timed it. You can spend 15 minutes in the car just looking at the scenery of what there is to see. Again, it's beautiful. It's just not optimal for gameplay, for like recording purposes. But there certainly is a lot to see, and it's beautiful. I love the visuals of this game. But the lighting, the shadows, and the foliage design is something that's just unbeat in my opinion. It's something that just still does not compare to anything else by today's standards. The Callisto Protocol kind of...
far enough for today. Might be wise to leave the driving to me until we found our bearings out here.
The Callisto Protocol is the only game recently that I can probably say competes with that I've played. However, Ignis will not drive while demons are out at night. Noctis takes the wheel. Okay. But yeah, if you were to like just push auto, Ignis chooses to drive. And I don't like to drive in the car myself. I would always use the fast travel mechanics. Still can't buy the chocobo. Cool. So yeah, this is a hotel here.
You all came all the way out here to deliver the goods. Well, thank you kindly. We'll take it out of the trunk, so you all just sit tight.
So what is it? Are they going to tell us what the package is? Oh, it's Umbra! Umbra! So cute.
Umbra, bringing us stuff. Atta boy.
A dog can really track a scent.
Certainly knows how to find us.
How do you always know, boy? Just a sec.
It's probably a magical dog. But yeah, if you play the demo on the PlayStation, this is how you play as Noctis when he's
Nice
this
flower. It's the same kind we sewed our crowns from. Oh yeah, Syl blossoms.
young. Umbra and I can't remember what Luna's dog is called.
I have a favor to ask. Take the notebook with you when you go. Sure. That's not all. I want you to put something in the book and send it back.
This is a very cute thing that Noct and Luna do throughout the game. They send notes back and forth with each other. It's time for me to leave to Tenebrae. Finally gonna get to see you after all these years. Just left Crown City. Got it. Let's be a little bit emotional and mushy. Let's say that we're excited to see her. This is I don't know if it changes any of the dialogue that comes up later in the game between them, but it's just something very cute that they write notes back and forth between one another by sending the notebook on Umbra.
I know. You're not gonna tell me.
Then don't ask.
What was that about? You don't say.
It's called romance, Prompto. Something that you wouldn't understand. Oh, game's stuttering a bit. Here we go. Ooh, quest. What have you got for me?
Hold on a sec, sir. I found an envelope addressed to Meldacio inside the package.
Meldacio?
Badass.
The Hunter HQ?
Yes, sir. The headhunter ought to be around here somewhere. Mind making one more delivery?
What do you say, Noct? Might as well while we're in the neighborhood.
Side quests are separate adventures that do not progress the story. Check side quest destinations and objectives from the quest menu. Cool. Sealed envelope. Nice. I want to get a chocobo. Search for the headhunter. Yeah, I still can't get a chocobo. All right. But like, it's so beautiful. And they updated the game at the release of the 20 series cards to actually support DLSS.
See that over there?
What about it?
But unfortunately, DLSS only works if you up the game settings to 4K. So, and these are cool. You can take pictures with these guys here.
Let me get this shot. Oh, love the lighting.
There's just so many little fun things to do.
How are you today?
Two-Tone. Memories of Final Fantasy II. I can start picking up the soundtracks if I really... I completely forgot to actually start picking up the soundtracks. I don't know if you actually get an achievement or not for doing that, but...
Welcome to the Crow's Nest.
Welcome to the Crow's Nest.
What would you like? Happy to tell you about the area.
Oh. I'm not getting very many procurement points.
Have a look at the menu.
Not really in need of any food. But what do you got
Think
for
you're
hunts?
up to the task?
Probably could be if we really wanted to. I'm not at the right level
Thanks
for
for
that
your
yet.
business.
Okay, it's 5. So let's go find a haven. So I want to start collecting attribute points again. So let's go find a haven. Use the cursor. Oh, there, set as destination, yes.
Everything in order?
Yep.
All right.
But yeah, this is usually what I wind up doing, just because it's a lot easier. You can certainly get some nice, like, filler shots, though.
For our next story, Lady Lunafreya of Tenebrae has issued an official statement regarding the forthcoming treaty.
Words cannot express the joy in my heart on receiving word of this coming peace, nor the pride I take in my betrothal playing a part in this historic moment. On this joyous occasion, some have voiced cause for concern. The fear I will be unable to fulfill my duties as Oracle. Please rest assured, my marriage will not stand in the way of my calling. You will find me in your towns and villages, as you always have, and I shall continue to bless you all.
Lady Lunafreya will set forth from Tenebrae for her wedding ceremony in the coming days. Please be advised that during this time alone, her duties as Oracle will be suspended.
It's in the treaty?
Of course. Simple formality.
One of those symbol of the peace deals.
So it's more like a marriage of convenience.
Her ladyship seems nevertheless amenable to the prospect.
And Noct here likes the idea.
What's that? I do?
Buzz off.
Yeah, because they've known each other since childbirth. It's definitely an arranged marriage, just for the purposes of brokering peace between the two factions, which is a little bit unfortunate. But they love each other. For whatever happened when they were kids, they certainly do love each other, and that's something that you shouldn't take away from them, whether or not it's actually for political purposes, if they're getting married or not. Because again, they do really cute stuff, like exchanging notes between the notebook with Umbra, and some other things as well. It's just very cute and it's very sweet. Got a procurement point over here. Aha, what are these? Sweet peppers. Love when I collect some of these. Oh, there's items in here as well. What do we got here? Oh, sorry, Prompto. I didn't mean to attack you like that. Bronze bangle. I'd love to see what the bronze bangles do. Okay, it's getting late. It's getting late. Let's retire for the night. If I can figure out how to. Come on, it's getting dark. Come on. Get to the campground. Here we go. Sweet.
Let's call it a day.
I'll see what I can whip up.
I'll see what I can whip up. I love Igny's voice. That was really good. Oh, and it's free. I didn't realize that it didn't take anything. So that's interesting. Okay. This is where it starts actually requiring items. Increases maximum health, attack by 100. And it's free. That's really good. That's actually really good. So I'll take the cheese pizza again. Because then I could swap out another item for... Because then I could swap out another accessory to get more AP points for like time or anything like that. It just helps a lot.
Well taken.
Umbra. Yeah. Look at this handsome boy. Oh, what is that? Sometimes you get odd photos like this, but they're automatic. They're
Not big on camping out, but can't complain about the food.
You flatter me.
Hey, I'm serious. Can you imagine what we'd eat without Iggy to cook for us?
Well, you can always count on cup noodles.
You just can't get enough.
You telling me you don't love them?
Didn't say that.
Road food will be a thing of the past once you're settled down.
As will all this picky eating nonsense.
No skipping dinner to whip up an instant snack in the middle of the night.
I think I can handle it.
So I think what I'm gonna do is actually risk. Oh, I got a lot more procurement points. Oh yeah, I can go on a little bit of a scavenger hunt. But what I want to do first is actually start by... Oh, I can fast travel. Okay, yeah, let's definitely fast travel. Oh, but it costs gil. I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot that it costs 5 gil to fast travel places.
Great range of wares here.
Paradise for a technophile like you.
But I think I'm gonna risk collecting or getting that last level 7 hunt that's available here. Even though I'm only level 5, so I'm 2 levels below it. But I'm gonna try it.
So how's it going, boys? I can tell you all about the area.
And I get 1,500 gil for it.
You boys are a brave bunch.
Probably quite foolish as well.
Take care.
Well, I might be foolish for thinking that I have the ability to tolerate this, but... Or not tolerate it, but actually properly do it. Alright, how are we doing for fuel, actually? Because fuel becomes a concern with the Regalia. Yeah, it's all the way down over here. Yeah, let's do it.
Everything in order?
Yep.
Off we go again. So in a perfect world, I'd probably get off here.
Actually, pull over a sec.
Certainly.
Yeah, let's stop here, actually. Rather than driving all the way down there and then having to drive back. So let's just stop here, why don't we? Get out and see what these saber tusks have up their sleeve. I think they're saber tusks is what we're going to be fighting. Yeah, just more saber tusks. Oh wait, I completely forgot to swap out this thing here. Oh, I got another bronze bangle. I'll probably sell that. Okay, so what have I got here? So let's go with time, because I believe I can get that figured out quite well. And go. Oh, ouch. Oh yeah, they're tough.
Apologies.
Just a little bit out of my wheelhouse. Oops, I did not mean to do that, but it helps. Any little bit helps. All right, boys, we got this. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Okay.
Rock and roll.
That's what I like to see. So let's get back to the Regalia, and then we'll fast travel back to Hammerhead to collect that reward. Or does it matter if I fast travel? Eh, it's only a minute. Let's just go.
Everything in order?
Yep. All right.
Everything in order. Look at Gladio. He's such a handsome boy. Oh, and there's also a DLC to this game. I forgot to mention that. There's episode Gladio, episode Prompto, episode Ignis, and then there's one more episode that I don't actually have. I thought I got the season pass, but it must have come out after the season. It must have come out separately from the season pass, because you'll eventually meet this other guy, and there's a specific episode dedicated to him. We don't meet him until a little bit later, so I'm not going to spoil who it is. There's also an upgrade that you can get for the Regalia to where you earn attribute points for driving, which is like the only reason I would ever actually do it. So let's collect our reward.
So, what can I do you for? No surprises.
Thank you, sir.
Bite to eat. Take your pick.
And then you're level 15, so you're kind of...
Drop on by whenever you're hungry.
Not right now, so we have other places to be. So we have the option to head to Golden Key. But I don't want to do that just yet. Actually, how am I doing for attribute points? I have 52 attribute points. So let's see what I can do with the Ascension here. Stat. I want to start upgrading Exploration. Increases AP gained. Yeah. Definitely want that. Increases gain XP for long trips in the car. Yes. That's definitely what I would like. So from now on, we're going to be driving pretty much all the way, I believe, just to collect some attribute points. But don't worry, I'll cut out a majority of the travel
Ready for
time.
more? You bet.
Let's hit it.
Because yeah, some trips they can take in the Regalia can take upwards of 15 minutes. So I'll definitely speed through a lot of this.
Hey, want to hit up the crow's nest?
If you wish to put on weight, certainly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So... Oh, there's an item over here. A metal scrap. all that for a metal scrap. Who are you? Oh, it's Dave.
Well, look who it is. I really owe you boys one.
Make that 2.
Can't seem to catch a break.
Oh, I didn't realize it was gonna be a story moment.
Now looks like they found another one.
Wait, found another what?
Dog tags.
Tag. Us hunters keep them on our person at all times as identification.
What? In case you forget who you are?
More
In case
like
you die.
someone else forgets who they were.
Hunters lead a life of danger. Sometimes these tags are the only things that make it back in one piece. It's our job to deliver them to the families of the fallen. As it were, I came out here to do just that. If y'all happen to find any tags lying around out there, would you do me a favor and send them my way?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Word is somebody spotted a tag around these parts. Try asking the local tipster. He'll point you in the right direction.
Cool. What's that? Let's actually do that. I wonder if the tipster...
Those tags are heavy stuff.
They certainly carry emotional weight. We'd best find and return them.
And give the families peace of mind.
Let's start by following up on that hot tip.
They help with identification, especially if the body is, like, say, mutilated for whatever reason beyond identification physically. They have the tags to identify the individual.
Welcome. You want something to eat? So what would you like to know?
I'd like to know about the area. Cool. And then they
These
have a
are some
level
pretty
7.
tough customers.
But that's at nighttime. I don't really trust that just yet.
Be careful.
Because at nighttime the demons are again very powerful. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So why don't we actually go grab that tag? How far away is it? Oh, it's only 700 feet. Okay, I can walk there.
I can eat a horse.
I can eat a horse.
Gonna make tracks. Chop chop, Prompto.
There in a jiffy.
I keep hunching closer to my microphone and I really shouldn't be. I need to be a lot more mindful of my posture.
So, you thinking to fairy tale Lady Lunafreya back to the Crown City?
Nah, no need to rush to happily ever after.
Wow. Still can't believe you're actually tying the knot, dude. How does it feel now that it's finally happening?
Fine, I guess.
Ah, come on, you can't fool me. Any guy would be over the moon to marry her.
No big deal.
Yeah, whatever.
For as chill as Noctis is, there's one thing that's undeniable about him, and it's his love for Lunafreya. It drives him a lot through this game. It drives a lot of his motivations through this game. It's really sweet.
It came from there.
Came from where? Oh, over here. There's a procurement point here, so I hope I don't get engaged in combat before I collect these items. Sweet.
Maybe this way?
Yep. This way, Prompto.
This will make a fine paint.
This will make a fine paint. Alright.
Always got each other's backs, right?
You know it.
How do I break the appendages? That's something I never quite understood. Because you can get some pretty good drops from enemies.
Guys, we got a little problem.
Cool.
Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Get off!
Nice work, Gladio.
Nice.
Back to it.
So where's this tag? It's right here. Alright. Let's get back to Dave. Imagine actually being able to do this for a living. Like, just walking places, collecting stuff, doing stuff, like, just out in the open. Like, that sounds honestly really nice. Dave's over here.
It's nice to not have to kill anything.
Found one already, huh? You done good.
Just picking up the pieces, I guess.
Well, try to keep your spirits up. Even though I ain't one to talk, I beat myself up over the lives of the hunters I couldn't save. That's what each one of these tags means to me. They hurt. But if I let that grief keep me from looking for them, then their tags and their lives will be forgotten forever. And that'd hurt more than anything.
Yeah, guess you're right.
You know, that's why I tell all my hunters to collect any tag they see, and I expect you boys to go out and do the same.
Because if you wound up KIA, oh, I got 10 high potions for that. That's awesome. Because if you were KIA in the middle of a mission, you would certainly want someone to remember who you were. I don't have to change the paint job on the regalia. I don't really like the purple look of it. They have like a jet black paint that looks beautiful. Okay, so what options do I actually have available to me right now? I only have the one mission. Okay. So, got a lot of time in the day left, and not a lot of other side missions to do right now. With a lot of procurement points. I think I'll take... Yeah. I think the last thing I'll do today is get to Golden Key.
Everything in order?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then save procurement hunting for another episode. Oh, like this.
Ignis,
Stop.
pull over a sec.
Certainly.
This is what...
on the wild side?
Nothing like nature in the middle of nowhere.
But yeah, this is why I got the repair kit, because you find guys like these on the side of the road here.
I can't just leave my car and walk home.
I should probably pick up a couple more. Another thing I love about the game is the old style of the vehicles. I don't know, I like, nowhere else in the game is the aesthetic like this, but I love these old style vehicles here.
You saved me a long trek.
Here we go, sir.
I'd call that a job well done.
I mean, you literally only have to walk over there. It's like probably not even a 20-minute walk to get all the way over there. So you probably only spent like an hour and a half, like walking there, buying the kit, coming back. So like, it's not like it's that long of a trip for you. Let's resume.
Everything in order?
Yep.
Everything's in order. I don't know what that means to swap between albums. Because I don't have a controller. I have a mouse and keyboard. Even though this game is actually perfect for mouse and keyboard, not mouse and keyboard controller. Considering it was released on the PC, it was completely rebuilt and remastered for the PC.
Hey! I see the sea!
I see it too.
That's Golden Key.
Kinda wanna go for a dip.
That a big mountain behind it?
No, it's an island.
Nobody goes to Golden for an island, though. They go to kick back and get massages.
And savor the seafood. It's famously delicious.
Sounds great.
Something to look forward to.
I really wish you could travel to the island that's all the way over there. That'd be so cool. Alright, hop on the ferry.
We need to replenish our supply of curatives.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, I'll go procurement hunting. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna leave this here. Very big game, and again, absolutely my favorite. Oh, there's something to read here. Ooh, okay, I want to read this. The Oracle's Culinary Chronicle 1, Entry 4, Partners. The fella I helped down the mountain and I are on our way back to Lestalem. Lestalem is the biggest town on the map, just biggest city on the map, sorry. We'll visit it later in the game. At least I think that's where we're headed. Should only be a little further, but I feel like we're just going around in circles. Fella said we ought to take the road less traveled and follow the river. That the fish'll keep our stomachs filled, sharp as a tack. This one said he wants to be a journalist, but I reckon I ought to make him my partner. Cool. Oh, I got a new recipe. Okay. So there's also a lot to do in this area because we have a lot of procurements. We got a haven over there, and then also a spot for fishing. Fishing is a big mechanic in this game. Fishing is a big thing in this game, so we'll definitely be spending a lot of time doing that. There's a lot of other stuff that's going to be introduced here very quickly. So very excited for that, but unfortunately this is like all the time that I have for today because I've been recording for 3 hours and a lot of it's is probably gonna be chopped down to be much shorter just because of the travel time. But again, very excited. This is absolutely my favorite game of all time thus far, and it'll take a lot to top that. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm very excited to continue doing this, and hopefully it plays well with recording because it kind of screwed up pretty badly like right at the start. So continue giving it a go. Let me know what you liked and disliked, what you would like different about how I do recordings and all that kind of stuff, and let me know if you like these kinds of gameplays as well, because this is going to be very infrequently uploaded just because of how long it takes to get it done and how long it takes to edit. So it's going to be a lot more of a chill series that's less story focused and more so focused on just wandering around the map, completing quests and collecting items and stuff. So let me know if you like seeing this kind of stuff or if you want to see something else done in this game, because the story is actually rather short. The story probably takes like, I'm gonna say maybe 10 hours to actually complete, but you can dump upwards of like 60 or more between like all the other side quests. So yeah, that'll do it for me, and I'll catch you in the next one. This will be up well after I finish the Callisto Protocol. So hopefully I have a lot more time to get other videos going as well, and I have a couple of others very special ideas for some stuff that'll take me a long time to put out, but if I can get them done, I really hope that they turn out good and that whoever watches it really likes them. So there's a lot of stuff cooking, there's a lot of stuff brewing. I got a lot of ideas being tossed around in my head right now, so hopefully it all works out and you guys enjoy watching, and that's it for me. Thank you.